Hello everyone, Cutting Tool Designer here. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to another episode 4 of updates and stuff. Just to give you an idea where things are at and what's going on and what's coming up next. I do first of all want to give a shout out to a good friend of mine. His name's Bruce Whitham. Bruce Whitham is from Perth, Australia. He has a company called Trek, and got this nice little hat that he sent me. And he's also famous for Get Her Out. Okay, so he's a real expert on being able to remove broken bolts and other things like that. Has a nice shop, a lot of interesting things that he does. I'm going to link a description, a link to his YouTube channel in the description below, and also going to link a description or a link to the Engineer's Black Book, which is one of these right here. Okay, and these are kind of like a condensed version of a machinery's handbook. This one's an inch, and I wasn't able to make it out to the Barzy Summer Bash this year, and lo and behold, the other week, unbeknown to me, I get a package in the mail, and it's a book, the newest version, version 3 of the Engineer's Black Book, along with this wonderful hat, and one of his stickers for Trek, his business. So, Bruce, you're a great guy. Really thank you a lot. Wasn't expecting that. Really appreciate it. Again, everybody out there, please go check out Bruce. Wonderful guy. So, thank you. Really appreciate it. And that was a surprise. Okay, so currently, I think one of the things, we're going to have another episode coming up here very shortly on the South Bend Heavy 10. Still working on getting some stuff stripped down back here in the back. I've got some of the side panels that I'm working on to strip the paint off of. There were several layers on there. Got the first layer off. Second layer, looks like there's 3 layers on there. So slowly but surely working through those a little bit at a time. What we're going to have upcoming up is this 4-jaw chuck that I received with it. We're going to disassemble that, check it out, clean it up, put it back together, and have it ready to go. So that'll be another episode coming up here very shortly. So kind of status on things, where we're at. Haven't had a lot of time to get out in the shop with some of the health issues going on. Recently also had a chronic infection in my saliva gland on the left side, wouldn't go away. Finally got an antibiotic that seems to be finally kicking in there and doing something with it. If it doesn't go away, then they're going to have to basically cut my jawline open here and remove that saliva gland, which I'm hoping that we don't have to get to that point. As to the shoulder itself's doing pretty good. Again, still having issues with the arm. So this week I went and had what they call an EMG. It's electromyography. It's to test the nerve frequency between your nerve and your muscles. And I found out a few things. One, I apparently have carpal tunnel in my right hand that I didn't know about, though it doesn't really hurt, or I don't get much numbness or anything. Also another pinched nerve in my elbow, which I wasn't aware of because I really don't have any pain. And I really don't have any pain with the arm. It's just that I have no strength in the bicep, and it started to myopathy, where the muscle started getting smaller and smaller, and I can raise the arm, but I can't bring any weight with it. So the test, there's a prior test they do before where they basically pick out certain nerve points and then electrocute you in a sense, to take measurements of response. And then the electromyography, the EMG test, is They literally have this real fine needle hooked up to a computer, and they stick it through your skin into your different muscles, and then have you do a muscle response, and it measures the neuron frequencies that are going from your nerve endings or from your spine down to your arms. And I find out that my C6 nerve is apparently pinched, and the C6 covers numerous muscles in the arm, forearm, bicep, and a couple in the shoulder. So got to go get another MRI done on my neck to see what's going on there. Probably got some compression going on, and more than likely we'll get a cardiosteroid injection in my neck to see if we can relieve some of the pressure and see if I can gain some of that neuron response back. So been kind of a tough ride with stuff going on this year. So we're working on that. I do currently, to try and keep things going and moving, is I still do physical therapy, exercises, and I also have the electrical stimulant machine so that I can actually zap the muscles and get them to work to try and maintain muscle mass so it doesn't continue to, get worse. So just kind of working through everything. Supposed to maybe have had a few more trips coming up here this year, but I think at this point in time traveling is going to be pretty much out of the question. So hopefully that'll give me a little bit more time to have some spare time to get in here and start moving things along, though I can't do any lifting, heavy lifting. So we're going to work on some of the other small components of the lathe. We'll go for the 4-jaw chuck that we got first, which I've already kind of started that to see where things are at. Then of course we have the follower rest, we have the steady rest, we have the carriage stop, all those little individual components that we got with the lathe that haven't been touched at all. We're going to get them tore apart, cleaned up. Anything that needs replaced will get fixed and get that taken care of, and those will be each individual little videos. So other than that, yeah, I got too much stuff, not enough space, and just trying to move forward. Well, with that said, I think that's pretty much it. Again, please check out Bruce Whitham, Perth, Australia. Great guy. Also check out the link below for the Engineer's Black Book. Well worth the money. Very good information. Just the stuff that you need from a machining standpoint. Okay, with that, we'll wrap it up. Thanks for stopping by. Everybody out there that subscribed, I really appreciate it. It's nice to see people respond, make comments. Granted, I don't always get back to everybody. I try and get back to as many people as I can, and I'll continue to try and do that. So again, appreciate you stopping by, appreciate your subscriptions, and until next time, everybody out there, take care.